guys, Jason here from Impact Strength Performance, and today what we want to cover off is the fifth in our video series. So we've already looked at energy balance, nutrient density, health, body composition and performance, all in relation to nutrition. And today what we wanted to have a little talk about is about honest and outcome based goal setting. Okay, so when it comes to goals, a lot of times people come into the gym and they have all different goals in mind. So sometimes you might have what we call an A-B goal. So that's quite easy. It's the case where, somebody comes in, maybe they can bench press 100 kilos and they turn around and say to the coach, I want to bench press 110 kilos. So it's really linear, really direct to get from point A to point B. Now, other times somebody might come in and they have an A-Z goal. So what we mean by that is, maybe it's a man who's in his 50s and he's had a look at the front cover of Men's Health. He hasn't done any training in maybe 10, 15, 20 years, and he comes in, he shows the cover and he says, listen, I want to get into this shape. Now listen, that's definitely possible, it's not impossible to get a guy into good shape, but there's a lot of little steps in between, so it's not as linear. It's not going to go from, week 1, week 2, week 3, there's a lot of steps in between. Then we have a situation where we have an A, not A type goal, and this is somebody who comes into the gym and they don't really know what they want, but they do know that they don't want to stay where they currently are. So whether it's weight loss, whether it's, they just want to feel a little bit better about themselves. It could be anything really. And I suppose it's the coach's job to try and sit down with that person, flesh out exactly what they want to do in the gym. Now, in that process, what we want to have a little look at is the limiting factors, and we want to establish some sort of baseline or some sort of assessment to find out where they currently are. Now, again, the job of the coach is always going to be to act as a BS filter, so a bullshit filter. So all the time we have people coming in, they've read some sort of article on the internet about training, or they've read something about nutrition, and it could be totally out of whack. And again, it's just our job to kind of bring them back to centre and get the people to realise exactly what they want, and even more importantly, why do they want it. So whatever you want to do in the gym, what we need is a map, okay? A map to kind of give us a direction. We need to establish where are we currently and where do we want to get to. So again, when it comes to goals can show you the way in order to get to wherever you want to go, but why provides the direction, okay? So again, if we want to get from point A into point B, it's easy to create a map if we know why we want to get there. So a situation might arise like this. Somebody walks into the gym and they say, I want to tone up. So the job of the coach is going to turn around and say, why? Why do you want to tone up? Why is that important to you? Well, I want to get fitter. Why? I need to lose weight. Why? And then we might get down to it, something that's a little bit more emotionally invested. And it might turn around and be something like this. Well, to be honest, I'm just after finishing a long-term relationship, and what I want to do is feel and look a little bit better in my clothes so I can get back in the game. Because that's something that somebody can latch onto and work towards. Just tone up is a little bit, if things get a little bit hard, if things get difficult, I'm just going to jump out of this. But if you have something that holds real significance or you have a real emotional investment, when it comes to those hard times, you're going to really dig in and try and get to where you need to be. So, we always kind of say this, is what you want. So when somebody comes in, they sit down, is the goal that you're seeking, is what you want worth the cost of your investment? So, at the moment, everybody wants to be ripped, everybody wants to be Instagram famous, but is that worth your investment of time, energy, and money? So very often, somebody comes into the gym, they've got a goal, and they haven't really got any emotional investment associated with that goal. And, it's similar to going onto Amazon, buying a new pair of shoes, or buying whatever you're looking for. Amazon sends it off to you. So you're waiting for this to come in the post, you're waiting. A box gets delivered that says Amazon on it. You rip open that box, you look inside, you're all excited, and the box is empty. So a lot of times this happens when people have a goal that they have no emotional investment towards, okay? So, they get to the end, maybe they're training for 10, 12, 15 weeks. They get to the end, then they realize, shit, I didn't even want whatever it is that I'm seeking. So what we always try and do in the gym is to think about it logically and have an outcome-based decision-making process. So if we go back to the scenario where somebody wanted to lose weight or they wanted to tone up, we're going to say, what's the desired outcome? I want to tone up, I want to lose weight. We use an assessment then to establish exactly what that means to that particular individual. Then we kind of say, what specific measures can we put in place to make sure that we get closer to this goal? Then we kind of say to ourselves, all right, what's the best methods or what's the best methodologies in order to help this individual get from point A to point B? Then, as we go on, we'll break down that goal over into small, manageable chunks. And we'll monitor each of the results along the way and say, are we getting closer or are we deviating left and right off the path? And then last thing we want to think about is what adjustments and what modifications need to be made. So whether these are nutrition modifications, whether these are training modifications, if we start to deviate left or right off what the particular path is that we need to be on, we'll make those little modifications. And then obviously we're looking to hit that desired outcome. So again, guys, it's like anything when it comes to nutrition, fitness. There's a lot of different philosophies out there. There's a lot of different methods out there. And it can all be a little bit confusing. So if anybody needs a little bit of help, just send us a message or pop a message in the box below and we'll see how we can help you. Hope to see you again now tomorrow.